Tashitele Lama Karma.
Yes,
Nice to see you again.
thank you.
Of course, at Karme Choling, we're all very, very excited that you're going to come and teach on May 10th.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, no, thank you. And I think you know also that there's actually a lot of people over the years in the Shambhala organization who um, had a lot of respect for your uncle, Khenpo Kartar, who oversaw at KTD for a long time. So there's Trungpa Rinpoche spoke very highly of Khenpo Kartar, and of course Khenpo Kartar came to Trungpa Rinpoche's land center in Colorado. That's where I actually saw your
Mm.
uncle for the one time.
Oh,
He had very powerful impact on me. Um, so sorry I'm talking so much. I just wanted to say that, to have you as our guest and be able to host and hear you teach at Trungpa Rinpoche's Land Center is a great blessing, and also feels like a new continuation of us meeting you for the first time, but also being able to honor the legacy of your uncle Khenpo Karta.
thank you so much. Yeah, it's personally uh, very honored and very humbled to really see the video there at Chuja Tuvarumbuchi, very realized master uh, and go to his real seat and also his work home, where he cremated, where he really dissolved his Namanikaya form. And I think it's personal. I feel like very fortunate to witness. And yeah, like you have mentioned, Kembrumbuche. Yeah, always talk about the Chujan Tumbarumbuche, 16th Kamapa, and we talk about the other day that Kamatrin and Damachaka in Tibetan Kamathas and Chuchu Kolo was named by Chujan Tumbarumbuche and the 16th Kamapa together.
Yes.
And so, yeah, there's, inseparable kind of blessing and, union in these great masters. I wrote Rinpoche, there are two books. And one's Rinpoche's biography. And so in that biography, talk about, Vidyadhara Chujan Tumbar Rinpoche and, Section Kamapa, they gave the Kamat Tesam Chuch Kolo the name together.
Mm. This is so I have one of your books. This is one of all the Siddha stories, yeah?
Oh, see, that's God.
Last one.
Yeah.
So this is very interesting because you'll be teaching at Karma Choling. You're going to be giving a Wong, blessing Wong for Chenrezig, and
Hmm.
also teaching on the songs, the dohas of Khenpo Gangshar. So that's a very, I mean, obviously, for people who study these things, it's a great blessing to hear them. But it's also the siddhas are very unique teachers.
Yeah, I think, I actually have a little Kimber Conscious, a biography in that list. And yeah, Kimber Conscious sounds, came in very, very, like, timing was very perfect because,
Mm,
the Tibetan people were facing the revolution, Chinese revolution, and people have so much fear.
mm,
And then Kempo Kansha was the one master who kind of said that, okay, utilize those fear and, practice basically, nature of your mind.
mm,
And he introduced nature of mind to so many individuals who doesn't have any education,
mm-hmm,
and just pure devotion and kind of, uh, fits in this, you know, what's going on in the world and the technology, everything is speed up so fast, but emotionally, including myself, a lot of fears and anxieties, and so we could utilize this authenticity of the teachings of Khenpo Kansha, who was the root guru of Chujan Tumbarum right?
yes, yes.
Yeah, Chujan Tumbarum root guru was Khenpo Kansha. And there was, mention about, Chudan Tumbarumbuche and Kembo Konsha basically already passed away. And then he arose from, he passed away in meditation. He was already passed away and he was in meditation for a while. And then he arose from there and become a different person, kind of crazy wisdom teaching came up.
I'm glad you mentioned this story. This is quite an amazing story. I'll just quickly repeat it for people who
Mhm.
haven't heard it. But as you pointed out, Khenpo Gangshar was an incredibly influential teacher of Chogyam Trungpa, and at one point he passed away. And as you say, he passed away in meditation, with the mind of meditation, and was in samadhi. And Trungpa Rinpoche would look every day or so to make sure, see if he's still in samadhi, and then
Yeah.
and then as the story goes, Trungpa Rinpoche pulled back the little curtain to look, and the curtain
Yeah,
moved some air, and the air contacted Khenpo Gangshar, and Khenpo Gangshar came back to life, and lived
yeah.
I think for another
Blink his
2 months.
eyes like, what happened?
It's incredible, really.
But the interesting part also is beside that is like beside basically came back from death
Yeah,
was that he was just so restricted with Vinaya
right,
vow, and he was such a great monk. And then after he came back from that, he became a little bit crazy wisdom. Had to consult and
right.
giving all these crazy teachings in liberating sentient beings on spot. And then for a while, then he went back to normal.
It's very unusual. That's, as we're
Yeah.
discussing a little bit, these siddhas who sometimes manifest in this way. It's so contradictory and counter to our normal eight consciousness mind, our confused mind, or even just our basic human mind that understands reality in a very deliberate and habitual way. And then these siddhas, these highly realized masters, have this way of acting that completely tears that framework apart.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, so that's what God, a lot of those masters or siddhas or siddhinis or the male and female practitioner realized masters, you know, they just entered or encountered such suffering,
Mm,
and then that kind of caused them to renounce. And these siddhas in the a lot of them in that stories, not someone who was emanation of such, Buddha or
yeah,
such, they are not reincarnated Rinpoche, nothing. It's just an ordinary individual like ourselves, right? We
incredible.
are full of fear and anxiety, and then, utilize the teachings or, really, instead of like suffering, and then they awake, because awakening is, it's not about any, excuse me, anything else. It's more like a instantaneous, it's a instant and instant kind of a moment by moment,
Moment by moment, Lhasa.
yeah, it's you could be someone who really really have history about trauma and depression, everything, but someone maybe that's just history, right? That's just past tense, and
Mm,
maybe someone meet dharma and these teachings, and utilize them, and you could be the one person that could benefit many
mm,
other sentient beings who are facing those sufferings.
mm. Thank you for that. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm hoping you cure some of my trauma when you come and teach.
I hope so. Same thing here. Like we all have traumas, and I think we all have like but it's personally I've been through a lot in my life.
Mm,
Losing loved ones. And used to be monk, and then become lay lama, and everybody put you down, everything, but nothing can uh, you know. Uh, destroy. No one can destroy what you practiced. Or maybe I take that back, because it sounds like oh no, you can't take my realization, anything like no one can take your devotion to guru. No one can take your I mean, I did three retreat twice, and a lot of blessing from my teacher Khenpo Rinpoche, being with him 24 years, and no one can take those away. So I
right.
was
Mm,
more like fearless. Fearless doesn't mean like someone, okay, somebody criticizes you, I will have to fight. No, I don't have to fight anybody, but I also don't have to suffer myself. I I just in life sometimes. you live your life. That's how kind of I did. So maybe my point here is that going through sorrow, suffering, especially, could be very, very good for practitioners. If you utilize Dharma.
Understood. Thank you. Um, I know you have to teach tomorrow, so thank you very much for taking some time tonight to share these things. And I'm going to put this on the internet so other people can share in their
Oh, thank
stories.
you.
No, thank you very much. And again, we're very grateful you're coming to Karma Choling, and we can't wait to see you. And we're very grateful that you're coming to teach. Thank you. And Tugiche.
Lasso, thank you. Kamapa Cheno. Good
Kamapacheno.
night.
Good night.
Hasta la.
Hasta luego.